The regular meeting of the Texarkana, Arkansas Planning Commission is called to order. Agendas are available on the rails, so please help yourself. We will take items as they are listed on the agenda. I will read each item and ask the person representing the request to come forward to the podium. Please state your name and address for the recording secretary. Present any information and make any comments you have about your request. Be prepared to respond to any questions that members of the Planning Commission may have of you. Thank you. First item, roll call.
Anita Pickett.
Here.
Jason Dupree.
Here.
Boots Thomas.
Present.
Dr. Hickerson is absent. Chris Owens.
Here.
Corey Mobbs.
Here.
And Chairman Neal.
Here. We have a quorum so we can conduct business. Okay, next item number 2 is adoption of the summarized minutes from the previous meeting.
So moved to adopt.
Motion to adopt.
Second.
Second.
Voice
Uh,
vote.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye. Aye.
Any opposed? Minutes are adopted. Okay, next item is rezoning request by Byron Beeline to rezone the property located at 700 East Broad from W1 warehousing and wholesale to C2 commercial central business for the purpose of operating a commercial amusement venue. Property is legally described as part southwest northeast 1.67 acres and part northwest DE 2.91 acres and part southwest northeast 0.255 acres. Section 30, Township 15 South, Range 28 West, Miller County, Arkansas, containing 2.223 acres more or less. Ward 2.
Okay, this is the property here. It's the old Stone Studios property. They've moved out of that building. It's that building, I'm sure y'all all know it. Right now, it's zoned W1, warehousing and wholesaling. Most of downtown is C2. There's some C3 over here. Everything around there, this is the rail yard back here, so it's all warehousing. There is obviously water and sewer available there. Mr. Boleyn has asked to rezone it for the purpose of putting in a mixed martial arts venue. Is that still the plan? Okay. Okay. We have an option. There was some concern internally among staff if we rezone it C2 about the possibility of a bar or going in there or a nightclub. As you all know, we have problems downtown with what we have down there now. And so we do have the option of rezoning it, so a bar and a nightclub would be a use by right in C2. So if we rezoned it C2 and someone decided they want to come in and put a bar in there, they could do that. If we rezone it C1, which we can do because it's more restrictive, they would have to have a conditional use for a bar. They would have to come to us. So there was just some concern internally about, as you all know, we don't just deal with what we think is going to happen, we have to deal with down the road. This property is not in the entertainment district, so if they had a liquor license, they can serve alcohol, but they could not carry it out of the building. It's not part of the entertainment district.
You're about a block out.
The entertainment district ends at Hazel Street.
They're further.
They're a good 2 or 3 blocks out. And there's no plan, there would be no reason to extend it down there because there's nothing between the entertainment district and this building except the Mountain Valley Water building, and I think FedEx has some kind of facility there. They always have their trucks parked at. So there's no entertainment between the entertainment district and this building.
Yeah.
And I think it would be hard pressed to extend it down there. There's no
The
discussion of
entertainment
that.
district ends where? It's
At
city
Hazel
property?
Street. At Hazel Street.
Hazel is,
Hazel is the street that, next to City Hall where the parking lot is.
over this way.
Yeah. And then it goes, Front Street, when you come around the rail behind, in front of the Front Street stage, and you
Yes.
come around, that turns into Hazel Street.
Yeah, I thought so. I thought
Yeah,
it
'cause-
stopped short of the auto museum.
Yes, it does.
Very good.
And Mr. Boleyn is here tonight if you have any questions. And even, there is another part to this. If we rezone it C2, he does have to have a conditional use permit for the MMA venue. So that would be part 2 of this, so. But he is here if you have any questions. Or I'm here if you have any questions.
So we, for the MMA, need a conditional use permit, whether it was C1 or C2, either one, right?
Yes, I believe it's.
Item number 4 is a conditional use permit
What I
like that.
gave you guys is, this is a list of everything that's allowed in C1 and C2 because it came up today. And I've highlighted the things that would be allowed in C2 that would not be allowed in C1 or
Yes.
would be restricted in C1.
Okay,
He would still need a conditional use permit.
all right.
Any more questions of Jamie?
A procedural question, Mr. Chairman. Jamie, if I remember correctly, if the board chooses to amend a zoning request, we can go stricter but not more lenient, is that correct?
That's correct, and we have laid out in our bylaws that list from less lenient to more lenient, and the C1 is more lenient than C2. So you could rezone it C1 tonight without it having to come back.
Very good. I thought that was correct. Thank you.
But yes, you could do that.
That's what I had, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. All right, thank you, Jamie. Mr. Beeline, would you like to come forth and state your name and address and share whatever you'd like on your project?
Well, my name is Byron Beelan, 8121 McGuire, Rowlett, Texas. What we're doing, we are the owners of BMF. We're the one, we do fight nights, we do MMA, kickboxing, we do boxing, and we have host events. And we're going to be purchasing property from the guy there. And we're going to put a lot of money into this building. A couple of $100,000 just on the renovations, not including the purchase. We're going to do a lease, and then we're going to purchase it in 18 months at a substantial amount. And we have already talked with the city, Texarkana, Arkansas Police Department. The chief said he has no objections to us doing it. He was behind us 100%. And we're hiring as security, the city police department. They gave us the information we need, to post the vehicles out like they do in the city. They have 2 vehicles that's parked out there. You're required to pay for the city police department.
Yeah.
And also, chief of police, that's going to be the head of our security staff. He's a police officer currently. His name is Charles McDuffie. And so, we have zero tolerance for BS. And pretty much that's what we want to do, have it rezoned so we can get underway with construction.
Is your company sanctioned or licensed by?
Yes, sir. We have,
Meg?
yes, sir. We are licensed not only, we have the state of Arkansas, the Athletic Boxing Commissioner is John Webb here in the state of Arkansas. We have MMA, we have boxing, we have promoters license, we own event license, we own matchmakers, we own probably 14 licenses here. We've had license here in the state of Arkansas for approximately since I think 2020. We're just now deciding to bring it to Texarkana. Because Texarkana, we're trying to bring Texarkana, hub it with like Dallas, bring Dallas here. We're going to bring Louisiana here. We're going to bring Atlanta, Georgia, Florida, and we're trying to get people from everywhere to come to Texarkana.
So if you're part of a professional organization, would you be able to draw in some known contestants, some, you know,
Will we?
people, somebody that people might know about? I mean, you.
Oh, yeah,
obviously-
we've been negotiating for 2 years to get fighters here. We were gonna we were gonna do it at the, John Webb told us, do it at the place, but it only hold 500 people. That's not, that we couldn't do it there. And we got, Florida's been negotiating, the promoters there for several years, and want us to get, you know, we're not gonna just do fights, because that's not, because we're gonna have a lot of money spending every month,
Yeah.
you know, and so, like I said, you know, we're gonna have a liquor license. We're applying for the liquor license, which we've already talked to, what is it, in Little Rock, they submitted us with all the application and everything. You know, because, and we're gonna also do, people wanna have a party, we'll allow them to do it, because we have to make a certain amount of money, because our insurance is roughly right now, we're paying about $16,000 a year, just it's just for the fighters. And, you know, for the fighters, we have to have, a bonds, you know, our surety bonds, and then we have to pay for every fighter, we're responsible for them when they fly in.
Yeah.
They're not responsible for paying it. We have to pay for it.
Right.
And then we pay for their hotel and their meals while they're here.
That's a big enterprise.
Oh, yeah.
And you said you've already applied for your liquor license?
No, we're not gonna apply. We're gonna be applying for it, once we find out about if this get rezoned.
Gotcha, okay. But you plan on applying?
Oh, yeah,
That's your-
we have the application right here.
Okay. Yes.
What kind of seating do you anticipate for this facility?
What kind of who?
How much seating?
How many people are you gonna be able to get in to watch the fight?
Well, we're building outside patios. There's an outside loading ramp. We've had people come in and look and to revamp that. We're gonna make that outside. We're gonna have all that. We're looking at probably 800 to 1,000.
I have a question. Have you spoken to the fire department?
Yes, ma'am. We've already talked with the fire department, the chief, and we took him drawings, and he's went over everything with not only with the state fire marshal in Little Rock as well.
Good. Well, a couple of us on this panel are old enough to remember when we had professional wrestling here in Texarkana at the Boys and Girls Club, and that was a big deal back in the 60s, 70s. That was a big deal.
And we also licenses as for wrestling.
Yeah, yeah.
So, and I think
Friday night fights, that was a big thing. Wow. All right. So you do anticipate perhaps a liquor license?
Yes, sir.
You do anticipate perhaps selling beer or what have you? Do
Yes, sir.
you plan on putting in a bar or anything like that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Well, that'd be an exciting enterprise. That would, yeah, wow, that'd be great.
Well, we tried to do one in Texarkana. You know, the kids be fighting, and instead of them fighting in the community, why not come here and fight?
Yeah.
You know, and right now, we probably have 40 kids just from this area that we already have signed up. Only thing we got to do is, once we find a venue, once we get set up, all I have to do is submit it to the Arkansas Athletic Boxing Commission,
Yeah.
and tell them, hey, look, we're gonna do a sanctioned fight, or we're gonna do a sparring. You know, sanctioning and sparring is two different. You know, if you got a beef with him, y'all can just come in here and we set our ring up and you fight, and y'all shake hands, and hopefully it's done with it. Now, the sanctioning part, we have to give a 10-day NOI, notice of intent. And then that's when the state comes in, they look at our ring, check our ring out, and then they send, when we do the fight, you know, they'll send their people out, and they get a percentage off of your ticket sales. And so all the ticket sales has to go into a metal box that's locked. And then that's how they determine what we owe them.
Yeah, there's a Golden Glove boxing team out of Atlanta, Texas, that they go to tournaments. That's a pretty
Right.
big deal. If you did youth boxing or anything like that, yeah, that's a pretty big deal.
Yeah. And there's one guy here in Texarkana that's
Yeah.
pretty good. Now he's MMA. They got him. He moved to Dallas for better training. And I'm definitely gonna get him to fight.
All right,
And so I want him to fight for us.
Right.
Is this venue, are you planning on having like teaching the MMA
I'm
and
a
sparring?
licensed-
Or
I'm
do you
I'm
plan on it
licensed.
just being an event
No,
that
no, we're
you
gonna
get
do,
to watch?
we already have a lot of equipment.
Okay.
I'm an MMA instructor as well,
Okay.
licensed by the state of Arkansas and Texas as well.
Okay,
So,
so you plan on
um,
like doing adult
Yes, ma'am.
classes?
Oh, yeah.
Kids
yeah,
classes?
Yeah. But see, with kids, we have to do, they have to sign a waiver. And even with the fights, you have to sign a waiver on all fight nights, which our attorneys drafted that months and months ago. You know, everybody you can't just come in and fight, and you can't just come out the street and fight. You know, you have to have mouthpieces in for sparring, you have to have mouthpieces, you have to have headgear, and the gloves go, and it's weight class. You can't be 270 pounds fighting 120 pounds. It don't work. You got flyweight, featherweight, the different division.
Yeah.
Even in, that's just how it is.
Good.
So will you be allowing for events like taekwondo type tournaments, anything like that, or just?
If
MMA?
somebody come to us with taekwondo, we can host them because we're licensed.
Okay.
And there was a company that was licensed here, and they no longer licensed in the state because whatever they got into some things with the state. And so, as far as we know, we're the only licensed promoter, event planners, all the things in this area.
So would this be something that you could bring your family to? Or would it be age appropriate since you
I
would
would
be
say it'd
selling
be age
alcohol?
appropriate. I mean, depending on the fights, personally, I wouldn't bring my 5-year-old daughter to a fight, you know what I mean? I'm just being honest with you. But, my son, he could fight, I'll bring him, You even have little girls want to fight, but, with my daughter, she's a girly girl, so I wouldn't bring her to it.
If you watched MMA on TV at all, it could get a little rowdy.
I know.
I would cry.
All right.
All right, any other questions? Okay, thank you, sir. Do we have any opposition? Seeing none. Chair Wood.
Mr. Chairman, I think, I'm excited about this. I think this would be a great venue for Texarkana. I'd like to give him a shot and see if we can make this happen. I do like Miss Jamie's idea of the rezone to a C1. That makes it open for review by this board if he chooses, once he gets his liquor license, and if he chooses to do that, then we would have a conditional use permit review for that.
Okay.
If we rezone it C2, the business will be there, and the next owner, should he fail at some point down the road, years from now, the next owner could come in and, as a use by right, open a bar or a nightclub. So it gives us no oversight to that.
Okay.
Oversight would be minimal, but I think the rezone would be appropriate, and it wouldn't affect our conditional use on item number 4 that we have on the MMA thing. So I would like to make a motion to change the zoning from C2 to C1 and approve.
I'll second that.
We have a motion and a second for a motion to C1. Motion and a second. Can we have a roll call?
Anita Pickett,
Yes.
Jason Dupree,
Yes.
Chris Owens,
Yes.
Corey Motts,
Yes.
Boots Thomas,
Yes.
and Chairman Neal.
Yes.
All right.
All right.
Okay, so the second part of this, they will have to come back and get a conditional use permit for the bar part of it,
When that ever occurs.
when that occurs. But the second part of this is the conditional use permit for the MMA arena, for the commercial amusement venue.
Okay,
No, I don't have anything else. It's the same property.
all right.
I move we approve the conditional use permit.
I'll second that.
Moved and second to approve the conditional use permit. Roll call.
Anita Pickett,
Yes.
Jason Dupree,
Yes.
Boots Thomas,
Yes.
Chris Owens,
Yes.
Corey Mobs,
Yes.
and Chairman Neal.
Yes.
Very good.
Okay, and Byron, I'll get you a letter and everything out tomorrow.
Tell him the city board has to review.
Oh, that's right. The city board has to approve the rezoning, and that will take place the first Monday in September. But I'll put all that in the letter. They don't have to approve the conditional use permit, but they do have to approve the rezoning.
Yeah, our vote tonight was a recommendation to the city board to have the final word.
All right. Good luck.
Hey, best of luck.
All right, item 5.
Okay, so I finally got a hold of someone at the Flying J headquarters office, Christy Snyder, and I sent her all the draft ordinances and everything, and they have no issue with being rezoned to mixed-use highway.
Perfect.
Cool.
So, the first thing we have to do is get the ordinances on the books, and then rezone them.
Yes.
So, we have 2 ordinances, one for the truck stop and one for the mixed-use highway.
Okay.
And I believe this time I did
Mixed-use
include.
highway zone comes first, right? And then.
Yes,
Then we'll agree for the truck stop under the mixed-use highway.
right.
So the board of directors has to pass the mixed-use highway reclassification zoning, correct?
Yes, they have to pass both of them, but they have to pass it.
Do we have to pass them first, or have we already passed them?
Mixed-use highway first.
Okay,
We haven't passed either one, but we've done the workshop on it.
gotcha. Okay.
I think we were all ready to last time, we just had to wait on Flying J.
I think,
Yeah.
Are you happy with the script? With the
I'm
ordinance
happy
as
with
written?
it, I wrote it, but it's up to y'all whether you're happy. But we have made all the changes you guys asked
Make
for.
sure you didn't have any reservations.
No.
Nothing's got a yellow marker on it, so it must be okay.
Yeah, we added, minor repair. We added a definition for that. We added a requirement for a lighting plan. Pavement screening. That's all the same. Actually, never mind, the lighting plan is in the truck stop ordinance.
Yes.
Mixed-use highway ordinance is just, but we did add the minor repair garage.
Okay.
Okay.
We talked about area, overall area, parking area and building area. Did we finalize that?
You guys wanted to go with 80,000 square feet as the minimum lot area, and I think that was the same for C3. I think we pulled, yeah.
We did the 2-week limit on inoperable vehicles.
That's under the truck
That's
stop
truck
ordinance,
stop,
yeah.
Well, if some other operator comes in and wants to build a bigger facility, they can amend the ordinance through the Board of Adjustments. If they wanted to add another 10,000 square feet, let's say.
They can add, they just can't take away.
Well,
We didn't want them to be
the
smaller
Board of
than that.
Adjustments is a variance committee, and they can take any ordinance we have and make adjustments to it case by case.
Cool.
They're the only board that's allowed to do that by Arkansas law. You're still on the board? Yeah, Jason and I both served. He's still on, I was on first, so. An interesting board.
All right. So we need to,
So is your desire, I think this is how we're going to have to do it, to pass the mixed-use ordinance here, get it passed through the board. I think we could go ahead and approve the truck stop ordinance tonight, but I can't take it to the board until this is on the books. Does that sound right?
Yeah, so the truck stop ordinance is, are you referring to Triple J? Flying J?
Well, no, that's, rezoning them is a whole nother issue. We had a truck stop ordinance where truck stops were only allowed in the mixed-use highway zone.
Okay, it's two things.
Two
We're-
separate
We're
ordinances.
creating the
We're creating the mixed-use highway
mixed-use highway
zone,
zone, and then we're gonna do the truck stop.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
I got
and that truck stop ordinance is where we had lighting plans and drainage plans
you.
and,
Yeah. We don't currently have a mixed-use highway zone, and we were creating it. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'll say.
no, you're fine.
well, if,
That's good.
if it's your wish, Chair would entertain a recommendation for a mixed-use ordinance.
I move to approve the ordinance as written for mixed-use highway zone.
Second.
We have a request for an ordinance and approval and second. Roll call.
Anita Pickett,
Yes.
Jason Dupree,
Yes.
Boots Thomas,
Yes,
Chris Owens,
Yes.
Corey Miles.
Yes.
Chairman Neal.
Yes.
And then I think we can go ahead and approve the truck stop ordinance tonight. I just can't take it to the board until the other one is passed by the board. But that'll get that off our plate.
Okay, Chair would entertain a request approval of the truck stop ordinance.
so your truck stop ordinance is section 2884?
Well,
Is it
that's what it
language
is right now, because the entire ordinances are being redone, so everything will be renumbered.
Do
But
we have to approve those once
no,
they're renumbered?
you do not. I've already reviewed the ordinances and sent in our changes, and most of them are just happy to glad stuff. But the board hasn't passed the new code of ordinances yet. So once they do, all the numbering will change. But right now, it's 2864, which falls under supplemental provisions. It's where our parking provisions are, and temporary secondary dwellings are, and bed and breakfasts, and all
Am
that.
I correct to say that our truck stop ordinance that we're talking about right now is an amendment or an edit to what we currently have?
It would be in addition to what we
In
currently
addition
have.
to, and it ties into the.
Yes, mixed-use highway. And this all started because we had some board of directors that were concerned about truck stops being deep inside the city limits.
That's correct, yes.
Okay,
Very good.
all right. Any more discussion?
What are we calling this ordinance?
Truck
The
stop
truck stop.
ordinance.
Truck stop ordinance.
Yes.
Official name.
I move we approve that truck stop ordinance.
I sweated for hours over that name.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll second.
A move to approve and a second the truck stop ordinance.
Very good.
Roll call.
Anita Pickett,
Yes.
Jason Dupree,
Yes.
Boots Thomas,
Yes.
Chris Owens.
Yes.
Corey Miles.
Yes.
And Chairman Neal.
Yes. All right.
Very good.
And I don't believe I have anything else
All right.
that I can think of. Velvet?
No comments, or you've all already staff commented?
Staff commented. My voice doesn't feel like commenting anymore.
All right. Chair would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
So moved. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We would always say, don't leave before the troops when we went.
Don't leave before the troops.